We are live now. Përshëndetje të gjithëve. Thank you for watching live from YouTube. This is Learning Albanian Online. I've been organizing these lessons for over 11 years now, and they have been held monthly live either on YouTube or any other teaching platforms. I do not have any plans for the next lesson yet. It will be in September, but I do not know the date, what date that will be. You can follow me on my social media. That's where I will be publishing the date for the next lesson. So somewhere here on the Instagram. I'm not sure about September yet, what date that will be. Today's topic is the verbs with a preposition. These are verbs very common in German as well and in English. So Albanian verbs. In order not to miss any future lessons, you can check out my YouTube channel. We are about to reach 10,000 subscribers. Very excited about that. Thank you very much for your support. And if you'll have any questions during the lesson, the YouTube has an option here to write somewhere in the chat box. There should be a live chat there. So you can write your questions, your comments, or if you want to introduce yourself as well. Okay, if you are watching live, the link of the lesson will be available for you. It's only available during the live session. I'll post it in the chat box here. I just sent it there. So you'll be opening it. You can open it from there. And after the lesson, it will no longer be available. So you can watch it. Okay. Yes, let's start. So verbs with a preposition. It's going to be a long lesson. And I have 4 exercises at the end of the lesson as well. Verbs with preposition. We'll talk about reflexive verbs that take a preposition, some fixed expressions, and exercises. These verbs, as I said earlier, are very common in German as well, and in English and Spanish, those that I'm familiar with. What a verb is, I've mentioned this before as well. Different types of verbs, 5 categories. Today I will not go through the categories themselves, I'll go through the prepositions. A few lessons ago we did prepositions in different cases. And today we'll check out verbs in different cases as well. So verbs that require prepositions in specific cases. We'll start with nominative, then we have accusative, etc. Okay, verbs that require prepositions in the nominative case. There are only 2 prepositions in nominative, and these are nga and te or tek. So what verbs are those that require these prepositions? The first one is vinga, the most used one, vinga, to come from. So nga requires a definite form of the noun. Vinga Tirana, I come from Tirana. Vinga Shqipëria, etc. But it can also be vinga puna, I'm coming from work, with a po in front. Okay, vinga. I'll write next to it some very basic example sentences right to the right side. Vdes nga, to die from. It can be vdes nga vapa, very used in the past tense. Vdicha nga vapa, I'm dying from how hot the weather is. Vdicha nga vapa, or vdicha nga ftotet, from the cold, etc. Or vdes nga plus the name of a disease, right? Ai vdic or ajo. Vdicha, ti vdice, ai vdic. Vdic nga, and then the name of a disease. Okay? Vdes nga. Vuaj nga, to suffer from. Vuaj nga, it can be from nostalgia, vuaj nga mali, missing someone, or vuaj nga një sëmundje, to suffer from a disease. In German, leiden an. Then we have kthehem nga, to come back from. Kthehem nga puna, kthehem nga pushime, to come back from the vacation, holidays. Kthehem nga. Or it can be used with a po kthehem nga. Mir po vinga, it's similar. Thank you for watching live from YouTube. If you have any questions, please write them in the chat section at the bottom somewhere. Zgjohem nga, it's only used with the word zgjohem nga, gjumi, to wake up from sleep. Try to write down some notes, because at the end of the lesson we'll have some exercises using some of these words, expressions. Zgjohem nga gjumi. Yeah? You may also use it with zgjohem nga një ndër e keqe, or under a book as well, to wake up from a nightmare. Okay, to wake up from a dream, a bad dream. Zgjohem nga një ndër e keqe. Nga. Zbres nga, to climb down from. So zbres nga mali, zbres nga pema, zbres nga makina, zbres nga shkallët. To climb down the stairs or the ladder, to get out of the car, zbres nga makina, to climb down a tree, etc. Zbres nga. Dal nga puna, to leave work. Dal nga puna, dal nga shtëpia, dal nga, etc. To leave from a place. Dal. And be careful with the next two ones. One is with E, the other one without. So without, first of all, bie nga pesha, to fall from weight. That means to lose weight. We say bie nga pesha. And I bie nga plus a name of a city, or plus a direction, plus a name of a street. That means to take that street, to take that direction. For example, I bie nga rruga, and then a name of the street. That means to go by that street, to go to that street, and then, so if you want to go, let's say if you want to go to Berat, right, to the city of Berat, you can take several directions. So ngati biem, which direction shall we take? I biem nga Dursi, shall we go through Durrës? I biem nga, I don't know, nga Elbasani. Okay, I biem nga. I bie nga pesha, to lose weight. Let me see any questions. No, not yet. The next one, filloj nga. This is used, oh, I have it here twice. Let me remove this one. This is used in this expression, duke filluar nga, starting from. For example, duke filluar nga hëna, starting from Monday. In German, it's the word ab, Montag, ab Dienstag, etc. So starting from, duke filluar nga. Duke filluar nga sot, starting from today. Duke filluar nga. Then we have, where is it? Ndahem ga, to separate from, to be separated from. Ndahem ga dikush, the name of a person, etc. That's to break up from someone. Ndahem ga. Largohem ga, to leave. It's similar to dalga. Largohem means to go away, to leave. It comes from the word larg, far. Largohem ga puna, largohem ga qyteti. Largohem, to leave, to go far away from. Be careful with the next two ones. With the next one, yeah. Përjashtohem nga, to be expelled from. For example, përjashtohem nga shkolla, përjashtohem nga universiteti, përjashtohem nga puna. It's like to get fired. Përjashtohem nga puna. And pushohem nga puna also means the same thing, to get fired. Literally to rest from work. Okay, but you cannot say pushohem nga shkolla, that would be wrong. So përjashtohem nga shkolla, nga universiteti, or pushohem nga puna, pushohem, yeah. Rrethohem nga, it's used in the third person more. Rrethohet nga, to be surrounded. So rrethohet, let's say the school is surrounded by many trees, or the city is surrounded by, I don't know, walls, whatever. Shkolla rrethohet nga malet, or nga pemet, nga pylli, from the forest, etc. To be surrounded by, rrethohet nga. Tjetra, shumë e rëndësishme, very important one. The next one, varet nga, it depends. Here, varet nga koha, it depends on the weather. Here, varet nga dita, depends on what day, etc. Varet nga, again used in the third person. That's why that ending, varet, rrethohet. Zhgënjehem, pronunciation zhgënjehem nga, to be disappointed from. So nga dikush, from someone's name. Zhgënjehem nga. Nisem nga, to depart from. Nisem nga Tirana, to depart from Tirana. Here, nisem nga puna, to leave, to depart from work, to leave work. Okay. Losgehen in German. Losfahren, losgehen, nisem nga. Përshëndes nga, to greet someone from the place where you are. For example, të përshëndes nga Tirana. I greet you from Tirana. Okay, grüße von, përshëndes nga. So these were the prepositions, or these were the most common verbs that take preposition in nominative and preposition ga from. Okay. Thank you for watching from YouTube. If you have any questions or comments, you can write them in the comment section below. Let's go to the next preposition, nominative, and that one is te. Sometimes it takes a k at the end. Depends, is it a vowel or a consonant afterwards. Shkoj te, to go to, for example, and then a person's name normally. Shkoj te mjeku, or a profession. Shkoj te mjeku, to go to the doctor. Dentisti. Dentisti. Shkoj te posta, for some specific places we also use te. Shkoj te posta. Shkoj te licheni, to go to the lake. Shkoj te. Arite, to reach, to arrive, to get somewhere. Yeah, arite puna, to get to work. Okay, to arrive at the workplace. Arite puna, uncommon. Jamte, I am at. Jamte puna, I'm at work. Yeah, jamte posta, at the post office. Jamte, someone's name. Jamte Elson, I'm at Elson's place. Te. Punoite, to work. Arbeiten bei in German, to work at a company, at a place. Punoite, I don't know, te Samsung, whatever, name of a company. Punoite. Ankohem, to complain. To complain, ankohem te, dikush, so the name of a person. Ankohem te shefi, to complain at your boss. Ankohem te. Aplikoite, to apply somewhere at a site. Pesoite, to believe in somebody, pesoite dikush, but also pesoite zoti, to believe in God, for example, pesoite zoti. I'm going through this quickly because there are many, many verbs with prepositions, and when this video is published on YouTube, you can take a look once again if you have any questions, or if I'm going through too fast. So that's all about verbs with that require prepositions in nominative. These are the most common ones. There are many other ones, but these are the most important ones. Try to memorize any of them. And to complain to somebody or about somebody. To complain to somebody. Ankohem te, to someone. To complain to your boss about someone else. To complain about, that would be in the following slides. Okay? To complain to somebody. Ankohem te. Here, let's go to verbs that require accusative. I have put this in 3 different slides. Let's go to the first one. One of the prepositions with accusative is per. This is the most common preposition that uses verbs. Per. Per and me from the next slide. Cuidesem per zich kumen to take care of somebody or something. Cuidesem per lulet, to take care of your flowers. Cuidesem per matzen, of the cat. Cuidesem per fmiet, to take care of the children. Cuidesem. Cuidesem per plagen, to take care of the wound. To take care of, in English, in Albanian, for, per. Flas per, to talk about. Okay, flas per dikë, to talk about someone, or flas per diçka, to talk about something. Flas per. In a question, it would be per çfarë po flisni, what are you talking about? Mendoj per, to think about. Mendoj per dikë, to think about someone. You can write a person's name. If you write a person's name with an N at the end, accusative, mendoj per dikë. But mendoj also per diçka, to think about something. Mendoj për ty, I'm thinking about you. Po mendoj për ty. The next one, interesohem për. Interesohem për, to be interested, in English, in Albanian, to be interested for. Interesohem për. Interesohem për një vend të ri pune. I'm interested about a new job, right? Interesohem për një vend të ri pune. Interesohem për dikë, to be interested in someone. Shqetësohem për, to be worried about. Yeah? So, për çfarë shqetësohesh? What are you worried about? You can be worried about someone or something. Shqetësohem. Votoj për, to vote about someone. Diskutoj për, you can discuss about something. Diskutoj për një temë, to discuss about a topic. Shkruaj për, you can write about someone, you can write about something. Shkruaj për diçka, për dikë. Vdes për, to die for. Vdes për dikë, to die for someone or for something. Vdes. For example, I'll die for you. Do të vdisja për ty. But We have optative in Albanian used for wishes. Deksha për ty. This is very used. May I die for you. Interest, I wrote interest on. Yeah, never mind. Punoj për, to work for somebody. Punoj për dikë. Yeah. Luftoj për, to fight for. Luftoj për vendin tënd, to fight for your country. Luftoj për të drejtat e mia, to fight for my rights. Luftoj për. Kërkoj për, to ask, to look for. Kërkoj për një shtëpi me qira, to ask for a house to rent. Kërkoj për një makinë me qira. Kërkoj për një vend pune, for a new workplace. Kërkoj për. Përgatitem për, to get ready for, to prepare yourself for. Përgatitem për punë, përgatitem për mësim. Për. Ndërroj për, to dream about, or something or someone. Ndërroj për dikë, ndërroj për diçka. To dream, either literally or metaphorically. Pyes për, I'm asking about someone, dikë, or something, diçka. Po pyes. What are you asking about? Or about what are you asking? Për çfarë po pyet? Yeah, or about whom are you asking? Or whom are you asking about? Për kë po pyet? So, për. Bëhem gati për. It's similar to përgatitem. Bëhem gati për punë, bëhem gati për mësim. To get ready for. Literally to become ready. Okay, so these were the preposition për and the verbs that are used with this preposition. Thank you again. Faleminderit që po më ndiqni nga YouTube. If you'll have any questions, nëse keni pyetje mund t'i shkruani te komentet këtu poshtë. Mësimi tjetër, the next lesson it will be in September. I just don't know the date when. Mirë, the second preposition used in accusative is me, very common. Me, with. So lidhem me, to be or to get to be in a relationship with someone. Yeah? Lidhem me, dikë. To be in a relationship with someone. Martohem me, in English to marry someone, in Albanian to marry with someone. So martohem me, dikë, or the name of the person. I wrote all the verbs in the present tense, in the first person, but of course they are conjugated depending on the tense, person. Fejohem me, to get engaged to someone, dikë. Mere me, to be occupied with something, to do an activity. Mere me diçka. You can also say mere me dikë. So I'm occupied with him. I'm doing something with someone. Mere me punë, I'm busy with work. Po mere me punë. Mere me detyrat e shtëpis, I'm doing homework. Mere me punët e shtëpis, I'm doing the chores. But also mere me muzik, I do music or music. Mere me politik, I do politics, etc. So to occupy yourself with something. Përqafohem me, to hug with someone, to hug someone in English. In Albanian, to hug yourself with someone, literally. Përqafohem me dikë. But also përqafohem me mal, you hug someone because you miss them. Mbulohem me, to cover yourself with. Mbulohem me diçka. Yeah, mbulohem me, with a cover, batanie, you cover yourself with a cover. Shkruhet, used in the third person. Shkruhet me. For example, in Albanian we have the ch and ch. I cannot pronounce the difference. I cannot tell the difference in pronunciation, but I cannot pronounce them. But ch and ch. So children, when they learn Albanian how to write it, they ask, si shkruhet, shk, ruhet. Si shkruhet, let's say the word dog in Albanian. So qeni. Shkruhet me ch apo me ch. So is it spelled, not pronounced, spelled, or what's the English word? Spelled, written? Is it written with this type of ch or with the other type of ch? So si shkruhet me. Yeah, shkruhet me, it means it's written, it's spelled with. Udhtoj me, to travel with someone. Udhtoj me dikë. Shkoj me, to go. Shkoj me makinë. Shkoj me tren, to go by car. In English, to go by. In Albanian, to go with. Shkoj me tren, but also shkoj me dikë, to go with someone. Ngatroj me, to confuse something with. Ngatroj me. Here, for example, let's say you misspell the word ceni, you write it with the other type of ch, you just say, engatrova me, I confused it with. So you can say ngatroitika me or ngatroidichka me. You confuse something or someone with something else. Ngatroi. Punoi me, to work with someone, punoi me tika. But also with something. Punoi me computer, I work with my computer. Punoi me. Mesohem me, to get used to. You can get used to mesohem me kohen e keche, to get used to the bad weather. Mesohem me kulturan. You can get used to the culture of a country or a place. Mesohem me. Përshtatem me, it's a synonym to mesohem me, to get used to. Exactly the same. It's like to adjust, to get used to. Vishem me, to get dressed, to wear yourself with. Vishem me jeanse, vishem me fustan, to get dressed with jeans or a dress. Bashpunoi me, to collaborate with. Medica. Bashkiatoi, to live with someone, to coexist or to live with someone. Bashkiatoi. Yam, these are fixed expressions. Yam izoti me. So izoti means to be good at something. So yam izoti me, let's say me juhed e huaya. I'm good in, or in foreign languages. To be good at, to be good at foreign languages. Something like that in English. Yam izoti me. The same, feminine, yam ezonia me. Dergoi, choi, nis, they're all synonyms. They all mean to send something via email, post, etc. So dergoi me, message, email, post. Dergoi, choi, nis, they're all synonyms. They mean the same thing. Here, these were the prepositions. This was the preposition me and the verbs that are used with these prepositions. Any questions so far? Anything? Any comments? In order not to miss any future lessons, you can take a look at the channel. I post, if you go to the live section here, that's where so this one, for example, is live now. That's where I will post the information about the next future lesson. Or if you go to posts here, that's where I post the updates about the future lessons as well. You can take a look at my Instagram page, profile. I also post there on top, free lesson. This is today, but for the next lesson, I'll post the same thing as well. The next topic, I know the next topic already, it will be the particles. We have never had a lesson about particles yet. The negation particles, the particles that are used to stress something. Yes, next topic. Mir, let's go to the third, still with accusative. The third preposition is n, very used as well. Punoi n, to work in. So I will go with these a bit quickly because we'll do the exercises as well. So punoi n, I work in, the name of a city. Punoi n, Tiran, Durrës, Shqipëri, Germany, etc. Banoj në, jetoj në, I live in, also the name of a city somewhere. Banoj në. Kthehem në, to return to somewhere. Kthehem në shtëpi, to return home. Kthehem në shtëpi. Kthehem në Shqipëri, to return to Albania. Kthehem në. Ngjitem në, to climb. Ngjitem në mal, ngjitem në pemë, to climb the mountain, to climb a tree. Ngjitem në. Hy në, to enter. Hy në restaurant. Hy në dhomë, to enter the room. Hy në shtëpi, to enter the house, to go in. Hy në. Ri në, to stay. Ri në hotel, for example, to stay in the hotel. And this is a fixed expression, ri në gatishmëri. That means to be on call. So at work, whenever they call you, you have to go there to work. I think it's on call in English. Ri në gatishmëri. Qëndroj në is a synonym to ri në. Qëndroj në hotel. Qëndroj në shtëpi, to stay home. Besoj në, to believe in. So earlier, where was it? Here we said besoj te, to believe in somebody. Yes, you can also say besoj në. Besoj në Zot, for example, to believe in God. Vënë, very, very used and very diverse expression depending on what you put after. So vënë, to put in. Vënë dieni, to let someone know. Bescheid geben in German, to let someone know. Vënë dieni. Vënë dyshim, to suspect. So, më voj në dyshim. So, it made me suspect. Dyshim. Vë në zbatim, to apply. A rule, a task, something, a program you designed, anything. Vë në zbatim. Vë në loj, vë dikë në loj. To put someone in game, that means to test them or to mock someone, to joke with someone. Vë në loj. Vë në karikim, to put in charge, that means to charge the phone. Vë telefonin në karikim, to charge the phone. Not to charge someone, to charge the phone, the laptop, whatever. Vë në dukje, to notice. Vë në dukje, to, I think to put out is an English word for it. Vë në dukje, to notice. Mirë, that's with the. Marr në telefon, to take in the phone, that means to call. So these are all fixed expressions. To call. Marr dikë në telefon, to call someone. Marr pjesë në, to take part in, to participate in. Marr pjesë në. And then somewhere. Marr pjesë në një koncert, marr pjesë në një takim, në një mbledhje, in an appointment meeting. Arri në shtëpi, to get home, to arrive home, to reach. Arri në shtëpi. Përgjigjem në, it's only used with the word telefon. Përgjigjem në telefon. You can also say përgjigjem me, and then përgjigjem me email, to answer by email. Jam I zoti në, we said earlier. Jam I zoti me, to be good at something. You can also say jam I zoti në. For example, jam I zoti në gatim. I'm good in cooking. Or feminine e zonja. Okay. The link for this presentation will be available only during the live session. Afterwards, it's no longer available. You can watch the video. This is all recorded. You can watch it live on YouTube. Let's check out the prepositions. So what about prepositions in genitive and dative? First of all, there are no prepositions in dative. And second, prepositions in genitive are, I cannot think of a verb we can use them with the prepositions in genitive. So extremely rare, not very relevant for today, not important to know. But in ablative, there are several. Flas rreth, to talk about. Here, flas rreth dikujt, to talk about someone, or flas rreth diçkaje, to talk about something. Check out the endings of dikujt, diçkaje, etc. They have changed because we are in ablative now. Here, po flas rreth, the name of a person. Pyes rreth, I'm asking about. Yeah, po pyes rreth punës, I'm asking about the job or your work. Po pyes rreth punës, po pyes rreth pushimeve, I'm asking about vacation. To ask about. Diskutoj rreth, to discuss about something. Yeah, all of these you can also replace it with per, but per then is with accusative, not with ablative. Protestoj kundër. Kundër means against. You can protest against somebody. Here, kundër dikujt. Dal kundër, to come out against someone. Dal kundër dikujt. Ri kundër, to... This is not against. Oh yeah, it's against, but gegenüber in German, towards. So ri kundër, for example, ri kundër një ndërtese të lartë, for example. Just to be in front of a large building, ri kundër. Luftoj kundër, to fight against. Luftoj kundër. Dikujt, yeah. Mbrohem kundër, to protect yourself against. Mbrohem kundër gripit, to protect yourself against flu. Mbrohem kundër. Flas kundër, to speak against. Dikujt. Flas kundër. Shpetoj prej. Prej means from, it's a synonym to nga. Shpetoj prej means to be safe from danger. Here, to rescue yourself from danger, to be safe from danger. Shpetoj prej rrezikut. Zbres prej is the same as zbres nga. So zbres nga mali, to climb down the mountain. Zbres prej malit, also the same meaning. These are the prepositions in ablative. Okay? Yeah. So we are done now with the verbs, with prepositions. Again, very used, very common. Some of them were fixed expressions. Literally, they make not much sense, but they have, for example, marr në telefon, to take someone in the phone. That means to ask someone, right? Marr pjesë, yeah, to take part, to participate. Yami Zoti. Zoti means actually God. To be the God in cooking means to be good at something. So some of them are fixed expressions. You just need to learn them by heart. These are the verbs with prepositions. Let's take a look at the exercises now. Oh, before we do that, let's take a look at some examples, sentences. Mirë, shembuj, examples. So the first one, varet nga koha nëse do të nisemi apo jo. So here we have the verb with the preposition, varet nga. It depends on the weather, whether we will leave or not. Okay, it depends. Es hängt von das Wetter ab. It depends on the weather, whether we will leave or not. Here, varet nga koha, varet nga dita, varet nga ora, etc. It depends on. In English, depends on. In Albanian, depends. It hangs from. The next one, sot do të fillojmë. Where is the preposition? Oh yeah, here. Sot do të fillojmë me mësimin e parë. So filloj me, to start with. Okay, today we'll begin with the first lesson. Do të fillojmë me mësimin e parë. The next one is ajo kujdeset për motrën e vogël. The preposition is, or the verb with the preposition is kujdeset për, to take care of someone. Sich kümmern The next one, Esmura ankon për dhimbje koke. Esmura, pacientia, the pacientin, the patient. Ankon për, she complains about, okay, headaches. The patient complains about headaches. The next one, uji përbëhet nga hidrogeni dhe oksigeni. Përbëhet nga, water consists of, or water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. Besteht aus in German. Ajo është zonja me gjuhët e huaja. So the verb with the preposition is to be. Është and then me. Okay? Or all of it actually. Është zonja me. It's a fixed expression. She's good at foreign languages. The next one, rreth 30,000 persona morën pjesë në koncert. So about 30,000 people participated in the concert. Marr pjesë në. Verb with the preposition. The next one, mu deshko të mësohesha me jetën në Shqipëri. So të mësohem me, to get used to. It took me a long time to get used to the life in Albania. The next one, qytetarët po protestojnë kundër taksave të larta. So the verb is protestoj, kundër, to protest against. So the citizens are protesting against the high taxes. E mora disa herë në telefon. Literally, I took him several times on the phone. That means I called him several times on the phone. So marr në telefon, to call someone. Okay? Mirë, so verb and then a preposition. If you'll have any questions again, you can leave them in the chat section below. This link is only available during this live session. Afterwards, it will no longer be available. You can watch the recorded lesson. The next lesson will be in September. I do not know the date yet. You can take a look at my YouTube channel. I will be posting there. The topic will be the particles. It's the first lesson we'll have about particles in Albanian. Mirë, let's take a look at the first exercise now. Ushtrimi një second, here. So now I want you to think a bit. So we'll need to connect them. So here are the verbs to the left side, and on the right side are the prepositions. I've put some hints afterwards, especially because there are, for example, nga, it's several times there, to help you a bit with which verb to choose. So we'll have to link them to connect them together. Which verb connects with which preposition? So I'll give you a minute or two to think about it, those that are watching from YouTube. And if you're watching this video, not today, later on when it's recorded already, you can pause the video, try to find out the answers, and then click play again. So I'll give you like 1 or 2 minutes. These are all verbs that we mentioned earlier. So bien brohem was to protect. Sohem, to get used to. Përshëndes, to greet someone. Besoj, to believe or to have faith. V, to put, but it's very diverse one. It has many meanings. Përgjigjem, to answer. Merem, to do something. Shpëtoj, to rescue, to escape. Ngjitem, to climb. If you already have the answers, you can also leave them in the comment section below or in the chat. There will be 3 exercises. One of them is this one, to link verbs with prepositions. The next one is a reading part. And the third one will be to choose the correct preposition from the verbs. We'll take a look at them in a bit. These lessons have been always free. You are welcome to subscribe, in order not to miss the future lessons. Up until 2 lessons ago, it used to be that the students would join the lesson, but now there is no longer Skype. And on Google Meet or Zoom or any other ones, I would have to pay for people to join and then to pay to record the screen. So these lessons have always been free. I welcome if you want to donate to the for these lessons. I appreciate it a lot. Here, let's continue with the exercise. Ibie, so it has an E in front. That means to take a road, to take that direction. So ibie, let me find an arrow here. Ibie nga rruga, okay, to take, oh here, yes, rruga, Shumir, bash DC. Ibie nga rruga, and then the name of the street. Yeah, you can also say ibie nga qyteti, ibie nga, the name of a city, country, state, etc. Yeah. Unë jetoj në Gjermani, I live in Germany. If I want to go to Albania, unë mund t'i bie nga Italia, I can go through Italy, mund t'i bie nga Austria, Croatia, right? Also mund t'i shkoj me avion. I bie nga. The next one, mbrohem. Mbrohem, to be protected, to protect yourself. Mbrohem. Nga as well. You can protect yourself from something. Mbrohem nga një smundje, from the disease. Mbrohem nga rreziku, from the danger. Mbrohem. You can, so for some of these, there might be more than one option. Correct? Mbrohem nga. For some of these might be more than one option. You can also say mbrohem prej rrezikut, and then with ablative. So I'll put 2 arrows there. Here, let's go to the next one. Mësohem, to get used to something or someone. Mësohem, to get used to in English, in Albanian. In German, gewöhnen an, sich dran gewöhnen. Mësohem me. So not me detyrat, just me. Mësohem me, to get used to. Mësohem me motin, me kone keqe, me something. Mësohem me. Përshëndes, to greet someone from somewhere. So përshëndes nga larg. So I greet you from far away, or I say hi from far away, or të përshëndes nga larg, të përshëndes nga pushimet, të përshëndes nga Shqipëria, të përshëndes. Let's go to the next one. Besoj, to believe. Besoj, 2 options. You can say besoj në, to believe in. Besoj në Zot. Or besoj te dikush, to believe it in somebody. Besoj në, besoj te, both are possible. Here. The next one, v. V, në dieni, to let someone know. So v dikë në dieni, to let someone know. V në dieni. I mean, it could also be v në, and then you put a word after yourself, but not with the other ones. Here. The next one, përgjigjem. Përgjigjem. Do we have përgjigjem? Oh, wait, I cannot. Here. Përgjigjem. Përgjigjem në. Përgjigjem në telefon. You can also say, so, but there it says detyrat, so we cannot use it, but you can also say here we have me. Përgjigjem me email, përgjigjem me message, përgjigjem me. You can also use that one. The next one, merrem, to occupy yourself with, to do something. Merrem me. Merrem me, to do something. Let me go. So merrem, for example, me detyrat të shtëpisë. I'm doing the homework. Merrem me. Yeah. The next one, shpëtoj, to rescue. Shpëtoj nga rreziku, to rescue yourself, to escape from danger. Or shpëtoj prej rrezikut. Nga and prej are interchangeable, just they follow different cases. The next one, or the last one, e fundit, ngjitem. Ngjitem në mal, to climb the mountain. Ngjitem në mal. Or ngjitem në pemë or somewhere else. So ngjitem në, to climb in or on somewhere. Okay, yeah, that was ky ishte ushtrimi I parë, the first exercise. I would appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel. We are about to reach 10,000 subscribers. Any updates for the next lesson will be published here in live option or posts. You can take a look at that one. Ushtrimi 2, the second exercise. Here is just reading, and I've highlighted the verbs with a preposition already. It's just a reading part. I will read it first. If you want, you can pause the video and try to read it by yourself or practice yourself. Yeah. Tregimi is just a story. Tregimi, telling. Një ditë e zakonshme e Anës. Okay. Ana banon në, to live in. Banon në një qytet të vogël dhe punon për një shkollë fillore si mësuese. Mirë, banoj në, to live in, dhe punoj për, to live, to work for. Çdo mëngjes zgjohet nga gjumi në orën 6:01 dhe përgatitet për punë. Yeah, so she lives in a small city, works for an elementary school as a teacher. Every morning she wakes up from sleep, so it's optional, but zgjohet nga gjumi në orën 6:01 dhe përgatitet për punë, and she gets ready for work. She prepares herself for work. Përgatitet për punë. Sot ajo mori pjesë në një trajnim për mësuesit. Today she took part in, she participated in a training about teachers. Aty u njoh me një koleg të ri, dritanin. So the verb here is njihem me, to get to know with. I don't think we mentioned that in the previously, but njihem me, to get to know with someone. So the past tense of njihem is u njoh. Aty u njoh me një koleg të ri, dritanin. She got to know with Dritan, kennenlernen in German, I cili punon me fëmijë me nevoja të veçanta. So she got to know with her new colleague Dritan, who works with children with special needs, me nevoja të veçanta. Gjatë pushimit, ata diskutuan për mënyrat më të mira për t'i ndihmuar nxënësit. Ana I shkroi për këtë përvojë motrës së saj, që jeton në një qytet tjetër. Ajo gjithmonë interesohet për gjërat që bën Ana. Okay, so during the break, they discussed about the best ways to help children, the student, the pupil. Ana I shkroi për këtë përvojë. Ana wrote about this experience to her sister, who lives in another city, jeton në. Ajo gjithmonë interesohet për gjërat që bën Ana. She's always interested in things that Ana does. Mirë, pasdite Ana u kthye nga shkolla dhe u mor me gatim. So, if you see an u, it's a reflexive verb there. She returned from school and she occupied herself. She got busy with cooking. Ndërkohë fqinja e saj e moshuar e mori në telefon për t'i kërkuar ndihmë. Ana u kujdes për të sepse jeton vetëm. So in the meantime, her elderly neighbor mori në telefon, called her, marrë në telefon, për t'i kërkuar ndihmë, to ask her for help. Ana u kujdes për të, sepse ton vetëm, she took care of her because she lives alone. So kujdesem për, to take care of someone. Në mbrëmje, Ana foli me Dritanin dhe I tha se do të donte të bashkëpunonte me të për një projekt të ardhshëm. So in the evening, Anna spoke with Dritan and told her that he would like to collaborate with her about a future project. Mirë. So bashkëpunoj me, to collaborate with someone. Bashkëpunoj me. Okay, so these are the verbs with prepositions here. And the third exercise is a bit more complicated. The sentences are simple, not that complicated, but we'll have to choose between one of these three prepositions given. So we have to choose a correct one. I'll give you 2 or 3 minutes if you're watching live, and then if you're watching from YouTube later on, you can just pause the video. So martohem is the verb. The verb is conjugated, different tenses, different persons, and we'll have to choose between one of the prepositions there. Okay, I'll give you some time. If you already know the answers, you can write them in the comment section below in the chat. So I'll not read the answers, but you are right. Bash DC. I'll not read the answers yet, but you are correct. Shumir. So the next free lesson is about participles, not participles, particles, sorry. The next lesson is about particles, and it will be held in September. The date, I do not know yet. I'm not sure yet what date. If you have any suggestions about any future lessons, any topics that you want me to prepare, talk about, you just let me know and I'll write something about it. At the moment, I'm trying to organize these lessons once a month. Yeah, any updates about them you'll find out on my YouTube channel or on Instagram as well. If you'll have any questions, you can also send them by email, learnalbanianonline@gmail.com. Okay, so let's continue now. Ajo u martua. Martohem is a verb to get married. In English, to get married, I think to, you say, to get married to someone. In Albanian, martohem me. So the correct one is me. Ajo u martua me një djalë nga Tirana. She got married with a boy from Tirana. Okay? The second one, punoj, një kompani ndërkombëtare. International company, firm company. Punoj. All three of them are correct. You can work with, you can work for, or you can work at a company. So all three of them are correct. The next one, ata shkojnë kinema çdo të premte. They go cinema every Friday. Ata shkojnë në kinema. Always with në. The next one, ti duhet të kujdesesh something shëndetin tënd. Kujdesem, the preposition is për. Kujdesem për, to take care of. Sich kümmern Kidarse de, I think. Yeah. You should take care about your health. Ne jetojmë, we live një qytet të qetë, calm city. We live, ne jetojmë në. Ne jetojmë në një qytet të qetë. We live in a calm city. Mirë. Let me see any comments. Okay. Mbrohem nga, besoj, martoha më, shumë mirë, correct. Kujdesem për, shkojmë në, jetojmë në, interesot për, shumë mirë. Lenson, bëja, cëja, aja, shumë mirë. Let's read the next one. Ai interesohet. Interesohet, to be interested, një vend të ri pune, a new workplace, a new job. Ai interesohet për. Interesojmë për. To be interested in English. In Albanian, to be interested for or about, për. Dje u nisëm, to depart, to leave. Yesterday we left something something school. Dje u nisëm nga shkolla. We left school yesterday. It's a weird example. Pushimet. Let's say pushimet. We left vacation yesterday. Yeah. Unë gjithmonë, so we departed from, we left. Unë gjithmonë flas something, librat me miqt. Unë gjithmonë flas për librat me miqt. So we talk about books with. Rreth is also about, but then librat should have a different ending if you want to use rreth. Yeah, so flas, you can say flas për, flas rreth. Yeah. Ne bashkjetojmë. We live together. To live together. We live together, bashkjetojmë me. Ne bashkjetojmë me disa shok, disa miq. The next one. Ai mendon të ardhmen e tij, his future. Ai mendon për të ardhmen e tij. To think about, mendoj për. Ne luftojmë, to fight, pa drejtësi, that is, what's in English? Unfair, unfairness, injustice, pa drejtësi, injustice. So, yes, injustice, okay. So, ne luftojmë kundër pa drejtësive. We fight against injustice. Kundër pa drejtësive. In Albanian, I don't know, I'm not sure about English, but in Albanian, the word padrejtësi can be countable. So there it is plural, against injustices. Is there something like that? Injustices? Okay. Ne luftojmë kundër padrejtësive. We fight against. Okay? Mirë, so number 2, all 3 of them are possible. Punoj me një kompani ndërkombëtare, punoj për, punoj tek, or te një kompani ndërkombëtare. Mirë. These were the verbs with a preposition. Let me summarize something quickly. Okay, so with nominative, those that I would say it's a must to memorize. So vinga, to come from, very, very used. Vdes nga, it's used colloquially in spoken Albanian. If you want to say it's very hot. Vdiqa nga vapa, it's so hot. Vuaj nga, to suffer from something, a disease. Kthehem nga puna, kthehem nga pushimet. So zgjohem nga gjumi, so it's not very often. You can just say zgjohem, it's fine as well. Zgjohem nga gjumi, to wake up from sleep. Yeah. Zbres nga mali, dal nga, it's very used. Po dal nga puna, dal nga shtëpia. I bie nga, very used. To take a direction, a street, a way. Let's take that way. Let's go this way. I bie nga. Bie nga pesha. Yeah. Ndahem nga, largohem nga, përjashtohem nga, pushohem nga puna, to get fired from work. Varet nga, very used. Varet nga dita, nga koha, varet. Nisem, po nisem nga Tirana, po nisem tani. Filloj, duke filluar nga, very used. Starting from. Të përshëndes nga, I'm greeting you from, or greetings from, të përshëndes nga. Shkoj te, if it's a person, with te. Shkoj te mjeku, te dentisti, te posta, te. And with some special nouns, te posta, te liqeni. Arrite puna, jam te, shpunoj te, ankohem te, aplikoj. Kujdesem për, very used. Kujdesem për fëmijët, për lulet. Flas për dikë, mendoj për, interesohem. These are all used. Shkuar për, vdes për. So this is a very colloquial expression. Vdeksha për ty. Kërkoj për, to search for a new place, new house, new apartment. Kërkoj për një shtëpi me qira. Përgatitem për punë, very used. Bëm gati për punë, a synonym, the same. Yeah? Mendoj për dikë, flas për dikë, diskutoj për dikë. And the other ones, martohem, to get married to someone. So dikë is someone, somebody. Merrem me, very used. Shkoj me makinë, me tren, me biçiklet, shkoj me. Mësohem, to get used to, mësohem me. Bashkëpunoj, jam I zoti e zonja, very colloquial. choi, dërgoj, choi, nis, they're all synonyms. They all mean the same thing. And here, yeah, these are all used. Kthehem në, gjitem në, hy në. Rrinë nga dishmëri, to be on call, right? Rrinë nga dishmëri. Qëndroj, mirë. Besoj në Zot. Okay, vë në dieni, this is very used. So vë në dieni means to let someone. Let me do it like this. 1 second. So the first one was vë në dieni. That means to let somebody know. Bescheid sagen in German. Vë në dyshim was to be suspicious. To be suspicious. Vë në dyshim. Vë në zbatim. To apply. To apply a rule. To apply the law. Right? You formulated a law or something, and then it's applying now. Vë në zbatim. Or a program. You designed a program. Tani vë në zbatim. You apply it. You run it. To run a program, I think in English. Vë në loj. Vë në loj. It means to test someone or somebody, but also to either mock or to joke around with someone. Depends on the context. Vën karikim, to charge the phone. To charge, but the phone or tablet, anything that is charged, not someone. Vën duke, to point out. That's a good translation. To point out. Vën duke. To point out. Vën duke. Okay. The past of the is vura. Here, past is vura. Participle vën, kam vën. Vën. Okay. Tjetër, so that's used one. Përgjigjem në telefon, very used. Marr pjesë, to participate. Marr në telefon, to call someone. Përdoret shumë. Very used as well. And with ablative, kunder, yeah, mbrohem kunder, luftoj kunder. Yeah, varet nga, one of the most used ones. Yeah, varet nga koha. Varet. Okay, as I said earlier, the next free lesson will be about the particles, the negation particles, and the particles that are used to stress something. If you want to know about the next future lesson, I do not know the date yet exactly, but it will be in September. Everything I will publish it, I will add it on my website. You can either go to the live and then it shows it to the very recent posts there and or the posts here. So that's one option. I would appreciate it a lot if you can subscribe or like this video. And on my Instagram page, at the very bottom, the very top here on the bio, I write always the date of the next future lesson. The lesson is always on a Sunday at 5 p.m. Albania time. Just the date when exactly, I do not know yet. Yes, that's what I had prepared for you today here. I hope to see you or to hear from you, to read from you in the next lesson. If you'll have any suggestions about the future lessons, please let me know. As I mentioned earlier, I've been organizing this for over 11 years, so I've done many topics. I've covered most of the Albanian grammar. And however, if there is still something you want me to prepare about, let me know. Just not something I've already done before. All have been recorded and they are on my YouTube channel. If you scroll down, okay, all the live lessons are here. All the future ones will also be published here. I would appreciate it if you can donate to this project. And if you are interested in any private lessons, you can also send me an email or contact me. Mirë, atëherë faleminderit shumë dhe shpresoj faleminderit. Thank you for everyone who watched live, for following. Any other comments from the chat? Faleminderit, ishte shumë mirë. Faleminderit ti. E mora mesazhin, I just saw your email, but it was too late now. I'm glad you made it. Lenson, faleminderit që shikove. Sjesenid. Dhe bashni, të përshëndes edhe unë nga Gjermania. Të përshëndes nga Gjermania. Dhe Bashdisi, where were you from? Nga jeti? Dhe Simona Ilic. Mirë. Faleminderit Luis, faleminderit që shikove. Faleminderit që shikuat videot. nga Serbia, nga Gjermania. Oh, i saku ti e. Nuk të njoha. Okej.